This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full-Time MMA. Don't be a bagel-biting, bagel-bitch boy, bagel-bitch back.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
And the UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley is undergoing hand surgery and will be out for 8 to 12 weeks. Now, this rules Tyron Woodley out for the main event of Madison Square Garden, which we are still looking for a headliner for. And previously, Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington had shown some potential interest in headlining that card. Now, we had to see what was going on with Tyron Woodley's hand. He just recently fought Darren Till and injured his hand in that fight. We didn't know if he would need surgery or not, but it looks like he will, and he's going to be out for 8 to 12 weeks. And that looks like it's going to push Tyron Woodley out until January or February, so he won't be back until early 2019. And keep in mind, the ESPN deal kicks in effect in January, I believe, at the beginning of 2019. So maybe Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington will be throwing down on ESPN, and if not ESPN, then they'll probably be on a pay-per-view in early 2019. Either way, it's going to be a fight all of us are going to be tuning into. Former teammates, they really don't like each other. These guys hate each other. You got Colby Covington repping the MAGA hat and Tyron Woodley dropping mixtapes. I mean, this is an epic clash, and it would have been I think it's a big enough fight, you know, that would have served the main event for Madison Square Garden, even over Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier, which is a big fight. And with that being such a big fight, man, you know, you would think that the main event's gonna be a bigger fight, and also we likely need a title fight for Madison Square Garden. So there's only a few options left now that Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington has ruled off of that card. Recently at the Conor McGregor vs. Khabib press conference, Dana White ruled out the possibility of John Jones vs. Cormier on that card. A reporter asked him, and he said 100% no. So there's only a few options left, and I'll give those out, and I'll let you guys tell me what you think the main event from Madison Square Garden, UFC 230 will be. One of those is John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson. I mean, I don't know if they would fight for the interim light heavyweight title or what, but that's one of the fights being thrown out there for John Jones' return. It's unfortunate that we heard it's not going to be John Jones versus Daniel Cormier, because that fight would be huge. John Jones is from New York. I want to see him be able to main event Madison Square Garden. After so long, the UFC wasn't able to come to Madison Square Garden. John Jones, one of the greatest fighters of all time from New York, just got cleared to come back in time to fight at Madison Square Garden. It would be a shame if he wasn't in the main event of that card. So that's what I'm hoping for. In a perfect world, it would be against Daniel Cormier. They would be fighting a trilogy fight. At heavyweight, winner fights Brock. Winner takes the heavyweight belt. That would be a perfect world fight for us right now. You know, the biggest fight possible. But if not that one, of course, you got Jones versus Gustafsson. Or you could see a champ versus champ super fight in Cejudo versus Dillashaw. But I don't know if that'll be the case. I mean, we also have 2 more pay-per-views later this year, UFC 231 and 232. 231 still needs a main event. We've got Valentina versus Joanna on there, and from what I've heard so far, it's looking like there might be the Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway fight at UFC 231, but 230 is Madison Square Garden. That's what we really need a main event for. Tickets go on sale soon, and the main event is lingering. It's like a mystery main event. I almost feel like that's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yo, what's the main event gonna be? We already know Nate Diaz and Dustin Poirier are coming back. And here's the worst case scenario and the last option, I believe. If we don't get another fight added, maybe they make Nate Diaz versus Dustin Poirier for the inaugural 165-pound title. Now, if they did that, then yeah, that would be interesting, but that would really shake things up, and I don't know if they would do that on such short notice, add a whole division on such short notice. But either way, just listing out the possibilities with Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington out. But Woodley's out for 8 to 12 weeks, confirmed by MMA Fighting, and so with that being said, he's probably going to be out until 2019. With that being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!